Hi universe, this is William. This is my first YouTube video, so thanks for watching. Just a little introduction. I am making this video because I would like to show you the journey for me being a writer. Just to let you guys know, I am an aspiring writer. Haven't published anything yet. As far as I can remember, I've always wanted to be a serious. Always loved writing. Didn't really take it seriously though until the pandemic hit in 2020. And so yeah, after suggestion of my friend, I took the leap and started wanting to write. Yeah, so you're just kind of seeing my journey as I'm writing right now. Plan for today is to go to Barnes and Nobles, go get some writing in. I'm hoping for 1,000 words today. Hopefully in that environment, the setting with all the books, cafe, people around, it'll kind of get me to write. I'm used to writing at home. After a while, I just kind of get bored and stuff, bored, unstimulated. So hopefully being in a new environment kind of stimulates the brain a bit, gets some creative juices going. And then yeah, then tonight the House of the Dragons premieres today. Get so excited. Game of Thrones prequel, so definitely been looking forward to it. If you're all my friends are probably getting sick and tired of me posting, sharing all the posts about the House of the Dragon. So yeah, about to head to Barnes and Nobles. Let's go.
I've been thinking about myself today, thinking how have I changed, how I really don't care if you are here or if you don't stay. Now I'm feeling those winter blues, but I don't wanna cry, 'cause all we ever do is laugh it off, and I'm sick and I don't know why. You remember that night we met? I thought you looked so fine. I guess we have to agree to disagree for this one last time. Pretty weird that day when we did not exchange our hellos. I wasn't looking out for you, I'm sorry, I'm so shallow. But I'm still looking forward to watching part 2 of Deathly Hallows with you. Much at all here in this small town, 'cause in the end we're all buried deep inside the same hole in the ground. I've been thinking about myself today, thinking how have I changed, how I really don't care if you are here or if you don't stay. Now I'm feeling those winter blues, but I don't wanna cry.
Okay, so I did about 10 minutes of writing Barnes and Nobles, which is good. I got a little over 200 words. Just kind of looking around now, just get a little distracted because there's people here, which is fine. You know, it's a good distraction, kind of what I need to help stimulate my writing juices. So definitely changing scenery does help out. So gonna take a little break here, got some food with me, and then I'll do another maybe 10-15 minutes. See how far
I've been thinking about myself today, thinking how I changed, how I really don't care if you are here or if you don't.
Alright, so this time I did 15 minutes of writing. I'm now at a total of 507, which is great. I'm like halfway there. I spent about 25 minutes writing, which is great. This is more than I ever read, so definitely a different environment at Barnes & Noble's, a cafe, and a bookstore is doing great right now. So maybe I should do this more like once in a while or something, once a week maybe, just so I could get more progress on my book, on my story. Sorry. Yeah. So definitely, so far so good. Halfway there. Take another break, maybe 10 minutes, and then back to it.
I've been thinking about myself today, thinking how I changed, how I really.
So yeah. So I'll definitely I'll take like another 10-minute break. So during my 10-minute breaks, I am reading Spy Family, the manga. So I'm reading the manga. I'm almost done actually, so this might be a double win for me. So yeah, another 10-minute break, and then back to my writing.
I've been thinking about myself today, thinking how I changed, how I really don't care.
And so I'm done with my final writing sprint for the day, or as of right now, and I got 1,102 words today. So that's fantastic. I honestly didn't think I was going to hit 1,000. 1,000 would be like a struggle the whole time, but everything came out smooth. It is the first draft, so I really was more focused on getting words down than anything. And but definitely getting 1,000 words, which is great. My daily word count up until this point was like 300, but if I had 300 words for a day, I would have called it like, great job. But now that's 1,000, over three times the amount in a day, so that makes up for almost like 4 days, so definitely excited. So what I'm about to do is just gonna pack up right now, since I'm at Barnes & Noble's and my Barnes & Noble's is attached to a mall. I'm gonna shop around a bit, kind of reward myself, see what's going on here. For a while now, so definitely that change of scenery really helped. There was people kind of walking in, kind of walking around. Again, it's Barnes & Noble's, it's a bookstore. But there are kind of happy distractions. I think just the sense of kind of being around people definitely did help stimulate my creative juices. And yeah, again, just the change of scenery really just unblocked my mind, I guess. And the flow of writing definitely came easier. It is the first draft, so the first draft, you just gotta put words in. Don't necessarily need to be perfect. You just gotta put the words in, type out the words, reach your word count, and then edit later. Whether you edit before you write the next day or edit once you finish the entire draft. Yeah. And so I was at Barnes and Noble's. So of course, when you're at Barnes and Noble's, you gotta get a book. So I ended up getting this book here. It's called When Women Ruled the World by Kara Cooney, I believe. Kara. And the reason I bought this book is because one, I was always fascinated by ancient Egypt. When I first saw the movie The The Mummy with Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz. Um, yeah, I was always fascinated by that. That was kind of like the first movie that got me drawn into like fantasy. Um, making fantasy, the whole curses, spells, undead, undead mummies, people, whatever. Yeah, that kind of got me into fantasy. Like, let your imagination kind of run wild and stuff. And then and that's where it kind of got started. I remember in third grade, I wrote a book, never really finished it, called like something like King of the Mummies or something. Yeah, so I just thought like, so that's where kind of I say my first inspiration to pursue writing came from. So the second reason why I got this book, I forgot to mention in the original, is because my current work in progress has a lot of female characters, and I want them to have very strong characteristics. Um, while in the world is going to be set in like ancient medieval type setting, in the third grade. Yeah, again, I didn't really take it seriously until the beginning of the pandemic in 2020, when my friend from high school suggested I should just do it since there's really nothing to do at the time. And so, yeah, and really trying to take it a little more seriously. It is like a bucket list thing to publish a novel, but the way my work in progress is going right now, it is going to be a series. How many books gonna be in that series? I do not know. I plan. It's gonna be like a long chronological high fantasy series. So yeah. So that being said, I'm not sure like how many books it is. The way I see it, there's kind of be like two different ages, two different sagas, I guess. Like an origin saga, and then like kind of the main context, the main storyline kind of thing. And then how I'm seeing, there's also a lot of different stories to it too. It's a high fantasy. That's the plan, anyways. High fantasy. So there's gonna be like, um, I plan to have like dwarves, elves, humans, dragons, whatever, all that stuff kind of thing. So that's the plan. I'm hoping, uh, I'm hoping that to get it written out, typed out. My issue with my writing writing process is that I tend to write like not in a chronological order, so not like chapter one, chapter two, chapter three. I end up writing like different scenes and stuff, like a scene in a beginning instead of and a scene like say from chapter one, then a scene from like maybe chapter five, and maybe I know some people usually do that. I know Rebecca Kwong, who does the Poppy Wars, she does that, and it really has worked out for her. My issue is like, since my book is like, I'm planning to be like a long series, it's like I write different scenes for different books. So maybe one scene would be for book one, and then another scene maybe like be for book five, for example. So that's where kind of my issue is. My mind is kind of just sporadic, all over the place, kind of thing, you know. So I definitely gotta kind of work on that, and make sure there's some congruency, uh, or some organization. Maybe do a timeline. I've done timelines before, but then my mind kind of ends up like just sporadically writing something else, which is, I think that's totally fine. Like, I think that's just kind of like how the thought process works. It's better to like write it down some sort, whether a timeline or actual like a scene. Just type it all out, and then you can edit that way. You know, like that's my thing. I know as a writer, you think you're like a plotter. People categorize themselves as a plotter or a pantser. If that's the case, I'm majority of a pantser, I guess. Like, I try to plot once in a while, or yeah, I try to plot once in a while to see where how everything's going, but then I end up just typing whatever I want to, whatever I feel like. I try and make it as enjoyable as possible. It is a long process, so I again try and make it as enjoyable as possible. Um, yeah. So with this channel, my plan is to make it more about writing, just kind of maybe vlogging how my writing process, how's it going, just because I don't see a lot of videos about that. I see like a lot of videos about just like writing, like they're like done with the draft. They already had done the first draft, but then they never got to do but we never got to see it kind of thing. So which is great and all, but sometimes as a person like me who is like has no idea where to go, has no idea where to start kind of thing, I kind of want to see where the process is from the beginning. Like, even though I've been kind of working on this for 2 years, I'm gonna take lots of times off kind of thing. Like, I had other stuff in mind, had other stuff to do, had other goals, and then right now I'm back to like writing again. A little more focus, just a little more inspiration stuff for me to do. So definitely, I'm trying to put more work into this. So if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will do my best to make more videos as I'm working on my current project SOW. Until then, I'll catch you later, everyone. Bye.